What's going on, everybody? It's Anthony from hashtag Be the Change. The mandate has been blocked by the Supreme Court. There is also a vote that went through allowing the administration to require healthcare workers at facilities that treat Medicare and Medicaid patients to be VE'd, subject to religious or medical exemptions. So there is something that was passed and there was something that was denied. Let's talk about it. Go ahead and hit the share button, guys, and let's do a quick 15 minutes on the Supreme Court blocking the V mandates. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Anthony from hashtag Be the Change. What's going on, everybody? Let's talk about Supreme Court justices. Please hit the share button, hit the like button if you ever want to like what we do here at Be the Change and help us out. Patreon.com/Be the Change USA. Scrolling on the bottom, our gear is at awakenotwokestore.com. Awake for 15% off. Hit the like button, hit the share button, smash the like button, do all the good things. Let's get this out. Let's do a quick what's going on. Our judicial system did its job. I think there's also things to look at with this on who voted for what, who went what direction, because I think whether you are a liberal justice or a conservative justice, this should have been a no-brainer. So it was a 6-3 vote. Thank goodness we have the power in the Supreme Court in terms of conservative justices, because the 3 liberal justices dissented, which means they were for the mandates. They were for businesses of 100 more, which we've talked about is non-constitutional. It's against the Constitution of the United States of America. And you had 3 justices that found a way, and I'm going to, after this, really look into what their reasons were. I don't know how there are any. I don't understand how that's even an option. So a 6-3 vote, 3 liberal justices dissented. Now, who's on our side? Let's see. Again, I haven't been a fan of Amy Coney Barrett the whole time since Trump put her in. But at the same time, the justices voted 5-4 to allow the Biden administration to require healthcare workers at facilities that treat Medicare and Medicaid patients to be VE'd subject to religious or medical exemptions. I'm not a fan of this, again, because a lot of hospitals, that means the healthcare workers were kind of left in the dust on this one. They lost. That means that the mandate has to stick with any place that treats Medicare or Medicaid people. So it's a government-funded program for typically those that need healthcare. Not a huge fan. The ones that dissented on this, Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, Justice Neil Gorsuch, and Amy Coney Barrett. So they were the 4 that tried to stay strong. This one actually has a little bit more of an argument or discussion. So again, there's more to be read on this. So this is all the big news right now. So thank God, we did the right thing. And this is why we have branches of government. This is why when the president goes and let's not forget that a couple weeks ago, the president was saying to go against the judicial system in this country, go against the judicial branch, to go against the Sixth Circuit Court. He was saying to go against all of these things as the president of the United States of America, as somebody that is his job is to uphold the Constitution, was telling people to not listen to the branches of government. I don't know the exact rules of impeaching a president, but this sounds like something that could be grounds for impeachment. You are literally telling the American public and businesses to do something that goes against the Constitution, and also ignoring, from a totalitarian, authoritarian perspective, telling people to not listen to anything but the federal branch of government. It's absolutely insane. So now that it's been done by the Supreme Court, I'm very curious to see what Jen Psaki at Spin It Back to Me is going to be saying during the next press conference, or if Biden will even make a statement. If he does make a statement, the statement should be, well, the courts have spoken and there is no mandate. if he says anything different, to continue on with a mandate for something that, might I add, the CDC director, Rachel Walensky, when she posted her stats yesterday, she posted that there is currently, with all of the hospitalizations and all of Omicron going up in terms of numbers, the new variant, they are posting that the actual 100% Omicron deaths are little to none. Hospitalizations, despite high numbers, are going down. So again, this is a time for not, even though we have 1 million new cases in a day, we also have 1 million new tests. Way more than that. This is not a time to continue to make the American public panic and to send businesses into a spiral. As I had a show last night with Jamie, the woman that had somebody show up at her house, which, might I add, I don't think that they deal with WIC, they deal with women and children. I don't think they deal with people. I don't know. They might. I don't know. Regardless, had people show up at her house like we were in Australia or Austria during the Nazi era, show up at her house to serve her papers that she no longer is employed. That is step number 3 of a 20-step concept that involves taking the American people and turning us into a country that you have to have papers to have livelihood. And I am glad that the judicial branch did its job. I am not happy that 3 liberal justices had the audacity to think that this agreed with the Constitution in any way, shape, or form. And you wonder why the voting in terms of court packing, why voting in Biden, whether or not you could dislike Trump and just say, I hated him, I'm not really a liberal, I'm going to vote for Biden, I'm going to do all this stuff. Well, if court packing was already done at this point, or if they decide to pack the court on the Supreme Court, this could have been a very different outcome, and we'd be looking at a very different America in the next several weeks to several months. This is why the president does matter on top of local elections, is decisions like this, and also why it matters in Congress, and why sometimes it does matter to have a blanket conservative group, Republicans running certain things. Fortunately, although we have a blue everything but just the judicial branch, we were able to make it out alive on this one without losing a true grasp or control of the Constitution. Let's see. And again, states' rights are fine. I think it's bullshit that states can actually continue to push this on their local municipalities, because again, if just because it's allowed, part of the Constitution is the states' rights. Also, part of the states' rights is to follow the Constitution. So again, this is not constitutional. I can get into a whole soapbox on that one. I don't think so. It has been stopped. I don't know. I'm missing a couple comments. I have not been able to look. Kavanaugh went left. No, Kavanaugh did not go left. A 6-3 vote. So I think it's miswritten in ABC and CNN. I thought the same thing. So then at the same time, the justices voted 5-4 to allow the Biden administration to require healthcare workers. So that was a decision of, so there was the mandate. So let me better explain this. So Kavanaugh, from what I appeared, did not go left. So let me make sure I'm reading this right. People can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Saki is live right now. Can somebody Eric, can you put the link? Maybe I can throw it up there. Especially if it's, oh wait, is she live right now? She is live. So 6-3 vote. All the conservative justices were against the mandate. Only 4 of the justices dissented from the idea. Oh, there we go. Even in spite of the ruling. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. One is that 57%, according to a navigator. So there's probably an echo. Sorry. Vaccine requirements. According to a Wills Tower Watson's report, a survey of 534 U.S. employers, a majority, 57% of respondents have or will require their employees to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Why? Because employees want to feel safe in the workplace, because they want to incentivize workers to come back to the workplace, and because they've seen a large trying to figure out what happened. Hold on a sec, guys. What the hell?
Well, let me first say that what we've been working to implement is building working to implement is building on the steps we've taken over the last.
Sorry. They did not do their job fully. I agree. I get it, guys. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know I'm muted. They did not do their job fully. They left millions of Americans. I will say and this sounds terrible, the biggest decision, because, and there's an important thing on the bottom of this. This creates referendums. I disagree that there should be any mandate on anybody working with certain. I think it's terrible. But oh God, where was the good part of the article? So these cases are not, they were not, this is actually governmental control. So this is very, very big. But again, I agree. The whole Medicare, Medicaid, I think is absolute garbage. I think it's bullshit. I think that's it. And that is where I think the article misleads to make it look like Kavanaugh went left when actually he went right on those mandates. But this is the important quote. These cases are not a referenda on V mandates, which can still come from states, local governments, and private businesses. It was a referenda on whether these kind of expert policy decisions are better made by agency experts accountable to the president or by judges accountable to no one. That's a big deal. And if the answer is that the latter, that that's going to be true long after and in context far beyond the immediate response to this pandemic. So this is a referenda to the next time this happens in 10 years, 40 years, 30, whatever. This will be used in that kind of case law. Again, I agree with a lot of the comments. Sound is still not good. Is anybody else still having trouble with sound? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's still probably before. Sorry, you guys are probably a little bit behind. Is it still having trouble with the audio? Give me a thumbs up if the audio is working, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, so that's it. So again, there's a lot more reading to do. They had a lot more statements. Let's yeah, that was me that didn't hit the mute button. Let's go ahead and see how it's taken. And again, the Kavanaugh did not go left. I don't think on anything from what I'm reading. So anyways, that's it, guys. Be the change you wish in the world. I've been waiting for this decision. It should not have taken a week, and we should hold the thought process in our head that there is Supreme Court justices that don't, if it is a matter of public health, that is not a reason to go against the Constitution when something is a 99.6% survival rate on ages 0 to 65 people, not even including the conversation of comorbidities. Done. Like it's not a public health. It's mistreatment. It's not understanding therapeutics. It's not understanding that we didn't give oxygen to people in the beginning of the pandemic because we were afraid that it would spread. It was people waiting too long to get on ventilators. It was mistreatment. It was a whole myriad of different things that had to do with why so many people died. Did this kill a lot of people? Absolutely. But this is not a public health right. There's other issues to why so many people passed away, and to force a mandate on something where people are dying, where the CDC director is talking about how 75% of people had four comorbidities or more that passed away while being V'd. So that they're admitting now, without actually talking about that specifically, they're admitting to deaths on V'd people, but they're using a statistic to cover up the fact that they're admitting deaths. They're saying 75% had 4 comorbidities or more, which is a very similar percentage to the unV'd and everything from the beginning of this. So as something that they're admitting a bunch of people are dying from and 75% comorbidities, yada, 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 how can you make it a constitutional mandate when it goes against every bit of the Constitution? Count them, 3 liberal justices voted in dissension of blocking. That's horrific. A liberal judge should have been the one that's actually more for blocking than anything else. A liberal is somebody that believes in choice. Fuck facts. Anyways, take it easy, guys. God bless. Be the change you wish you in the world. Mark one for the good guys. Not 100% because, again, the medical one for the witchamahoozy. I like saying witchamahoozy. Oh, they issued a. Oh, wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. I just saw another article. It said liberal justices Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan issued a blistering dissent. When we are wise, we know not to displace the judgments of experts acting within the sphere of Congress marked out and under presidential control to deal with emergency conditions. Today, we are not wise. In the face of a still raging pandemic, which I just covered, anybody that was just watching, this court tells the agency charged with protecting worker safety that it may not do so in all the workplaces needed as disease and health and death as disease and death continue to mount. You remember what I just said about the CDC statistic about Omicron? Anyways, the court tells the agency that it cannot respond in the most effective way possible. That is their part of their blistering response. Ignoring the Constitution over something that they are ignoring statistics. I guess we understand that there is liberal justices that no longer, A, believe in the Constitution and also have big pharma straight up their derriere that are allowing them to speak like puppets, saying we're ignoring experts. What about 16,000 experts that speak on the opposite side? Unreal. Unbelievable. Be awake, not woke, guys. Have a great day. If you want to support us, as always, become a Patreon for as little as $5 a month or get some gear. AwakeNotWokeStore.com. Awake for 15% off everything you see. Take it easy. Like and subscribe, etc. Bye.